"I will not sleep in a barn," the furious millionaire screamed, her voice slicing through the cold evening air like shattered glass. The wind carried her words across the empty fields, startling a flock of birds into flight. Her heels sank into the mud as thunder rolled in the distance, and in that single moment, dressed in a tailored ivory suit worth more than the small farmhouse behind her, she looked less like a powerful businesswoman and more like a frightened child standing in the middle of nowhere. Before we go any further, if you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of unexpected moments to change a life, take a second to like this video, share it with someone who needs hope, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel. Stories like this remind us that transformation often comes when we least expect it. Her name was Elena Whitmore, a self-made real estate magnate known for her ruthless negotiations and polished public image. At 42, she had built an empire of luxury hotels and high-rise towers in the heart of the city. She was celebrated in magazines, photographed at charity galas, and admired for her sharp mind. But what few people knew was that Elena despised anything that reminded her of her childhood, a childhood spent in a crumbling rural town, raised by a single father who struggled to keep their tiny farm afloat. She had sworn at 16 that she would never again sleep under a leaking roof, never wake up to the smell of livestock, never feel the humiliation of worn-out shoes and empty cupboards. She had worked relentlessly to erase that chapter of her life. And now, because of a sudden landslide that had blocked the only highway during her countryside inspection trip, she found herself stranded at the very kind of farm she had spent decades trying to forget. The driver had apologized repeatedly. The storm had come out of nowhere. The nearest hotel was over 50 miles away. The only available shelter was a modest farmhouse owned by a widowed woman named Clara and her teenage son, Matteo. The house had only 2 small bedrooms, already occupied. The barn, freshly cleaned and lined with hay, was the only dry space left. Elena had laughed at first, thinking it was a joke. But as the rain began pouring down in sheets and darkness swallowed the fields, reality settled in. The barn wasn't dirty or neglected. It was simple, sturdy, and warm with the faint scent of hay and earth. Still, to Elena, it represented everything she had escaped.